Hello and welcome to my video, Troubleshooting a Small Network. In this video we're going to talk about some of the basic troubleshooting commands and how to use them to isolate and identify a problem in a small network. So some of the basic troubleshooting commands for a PC, they include ping and ipconfig. For a router we're going to talk about ping, show interface followed by the interface name, show IP interface brief, and show CDP neighbors. And some of the switch commands we'll be using are show interface status, show VLAN, and show CDP neighbors. So one of the most basic troubleshooting commands, and probably the best way to isolate a network, is to use ping. Ping will tell you a lot. In this example, PCA did a successful ping to the web server on VLAN 20. And we got 4 responses back, and everything looks good. But ping can also give us a clue as to what the problem is. In the example on the right, PCA sent a ping to 20.10, and it received a response back from R1 saying, I don't know how to get to that address. That's a big clue. That tells us that there's something in R1 that's prohibiting it from connecting to 192.168.20.10. That's a big hint for us. Now on the PC we also have the command ipconfig, and this gives us a lot of information. This is the quickest way to verify our IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. And if we use ipconfig all, we'll actually see the MAC address of our PC. Now for some of the router commands. One of the best commands for troubleshooting is the show interface. And if you just do show interface, it will list all the interfaces. But if you want to specify just a specific interface, you can add the interface ID at the end of the command. And in this example, we see that gig 000 is up, its line protocol is up, and it's connected. We can see its MAC address right here. We see its IP address with its subnet mask. And some more in-depth troubleshooting includes the reliability of the link and the transmit and receive load on a scale of 1 to 255. And we can also see that the link is full duplex, 1000 megabits per second. The link type is auto detect. And then let's look at show IP interface brief. This is a really good basic command for identifying the links on a router. And it shows both interfaces, shows the IP addresses. The one thing I wish it would show is the subnet mask information, because if you have the wrong mask, you could still have trouble. So that's where show interface comes in handy. And then it shows the status being up and up. And you can see here gigabit 002. It's administratively down. It tells us right there that link is not down. If we were trying to use that link, we'd say there's a problem there. And another router command, this is one of my favorite troubleshooting commands, show CDP neighbors. And what this command does is it tells us every Cisco device that our router is connected to. And this table reads from the perspective of the router, or the device that's issuing the command. So the first device I'm connected to is S1. And on R1's interface, it's connected on gig 000. So if we look here, S1 gig 000, yeah, that looks right. And it even tells us that the capability is S. S is for switching, and it's a model 2960. And the port ID of the device that we're connected to is gig 01. And then of course we have the same information here for S2. Now looking at some of the switching commands, show interface status is a great one. It shows all the interfaces on the switch. It shows what VLAN they're assigned to. It shows whether they're connected, not connected. It shows the speed and duplex settings and the type of link. Another command is show VLAN, and this shows all the VLANs on a device, and it tells you which ports are assigned to the VLAN. So in this case we can see that on switch 1, ports 01, 02, 03, 04, and gig 01 are all assigned to VLAN 10. And then one last command for the switch is show CDP neighbors. This works the same on a router as a switch. From the perspective of switch 1, we see that it's connected to router 1. Switch 1's interface is gig 01. Router 1's interface is gig 000. So now that we've learned all of some of the most basic troubleshooting commands for PCs, routers, and switches, let's get started doing some troubleshooting.